Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues.
Fuck all that. Let's get to the game.
Football and home to the Tennessee
I don't
Volunteers,
care.
and this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. That's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. At midfield, he's got room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And option football is so hard to defend. It basically becomes assignment football. It's almost like basketball where you say, I got him, you got him. Defensive ends a lot of times have to play the quarterback, and once the quarterback pitches it, a lot of times it's the alley defender next who has to come up and make those plays. Those options really stress defenses.
Wide open spaces. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Dropping back, it's Knight. Big guy smells it. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Coming out with it, it's Hook. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Gets it out fast. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic, but I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory.
They never had a chance. I don't even know what I was thinking.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Man, talk about playing complementary football, you get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage, putting points on the board.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harmon. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Got some room into the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on a...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in creasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Berry.
Wow, he caught it.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it out quickly.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Snap from the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Berry. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown ball!
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hooks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it. Hard running there. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake.
Wide open.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. This time he's
That's a
got
Madden
his
play.
man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
A run for the quarterback. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback
Magnet.
pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
I was out.
Action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it.
His fucking shoulder.
Backfield got the big play.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. The quick out. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Stands in and takes the hit.
And drops it.
Slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I expect them after that incompletion
QBR
to go forward
getting
here on
killed.
4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the
Yeah, I'm done. They'll probably score.
not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot
Defense
of
held
drama.
them to 3 points.
Lots
Yeah,
of
right.
fix on offense, on defense.
All right, put in the backups. This ain't no better. I'm gonna eat breakfast.